Welcome back to the Kop TV. This is your official match preview for Liverpool versus LOSC Lille. Doyle, welcome back. Lille Olympic Sporting Club, commonly referred to as LOSC or LOSC Lille or just Lille, are currently third in Ligue 1. 8 draws in the table so far, 8 wins and 2 defeats. They're behind Marseille by 5 points, and PSG haven't lost a game this season. They're at the top, 46 points.
Obviously.
I'm going to run through a couple of their recent results. Obviously, we're playing them tomorrow at 8 o'clock, but they have just won against Nice on Friday. They did also knock Marseille out of the cup on the Tuesday. They got a 0-0 draw to Auxerre. There was a 1-1 draw to Nantes. Funny name. And then they did win away at FC Rouen, who I've never heard of before. But there's a lot of draws in this. So obviously with Jonathan David up front, you've got to be careful. You really do, because he scored a lot of goals this season, Jonathan David. They've got Ethan Mbappe. They've got Samuel Umtiti. They've got Angel Gomez, who used to play for United. Lucas Chevalier, the goalkeeper. Andre Gomez, who used to play at Everton. They've got some decent players, though. Yeah. So you've got to be careful. And the one thing I wanted to point out in this game is, yes, we're top of the Champions League. And we'll get into the lineup prediction and the score prediction soon. But there's an example for this game to maybe rest some of the superstars. But I don't know if I can see Liverpool going that weak. And I'll tell you why. Because although we've basically still qualified, where we finish is still important. So the top 2 means that we play the round of 16 game against one of the 15th placed to 18th placed teams. Currently that's Sporting, Feyenoord, Benfica or Monaco. So we would still need another win to ensure that. We play Lille and then we go away to Eindhoven on the 29th of Jan, I think, which isn't too far away as well. So, yeah, we still need to win this game. Again, we'll get into the lineup prediction now.
We still need to win one of the 2 games.
Yes, for sure. So who would you play in this game?
I guess we do have a big window, right, until the Ipswich game, and even the Ipswich game itself. Again, no disrespect to the team, because they could get a result against us. It's the Premier League. You would expect certain players to start over others as well, right? But knowing Arne Slot, mate, he does not give anybody mercy. Yeah, he just goes with the full team and he goes, "You're professional footballers, you can start, I believe in it," and he does it. I think I would like to see Jota or Nunes starting on the weekend, on Tuesday. I'd like to see Harvey Elliott playing as well, mate.
100%. He changed the game.
Absolutely needs a game.
And I hope Arne Slot gives him more time now from here on until the end of the season, because we saw how impactful he was last year off the bench, but he had a goal involvement. Well, he was maybe the pre-assist for both of the goals on Saturday, so he needs to play in this game for me, for sure.
With Liverpool at the moment, I do believe we've got a really packed out squad. Our squad is full of depth. So when I'm talking about swapping somebody like Dom for Harvey Elliott, yes, there's a different play style, but quality-wise, like there's not, like, you're gonna get quality out of both players. So it's not really much of a drop-off. When you're talking about Chiesa, okay, that might be somebody that's a drop-off to Salah, but he bought him to start games like this. That's what he's there for.
Chiesa scored against Accrington Stanley. He had a really good impact for the second goal. He was the guy. There was a little pass inside from Salah, and then he was the one that broke through and gave it to Elliott, who gave it to Nunes. So again, the subs. Chiesa was a sub. Elliott was a sub. Nunes was a sub. Arne Slot is Mr. Sub. Last week he brought on Tsimikas and Jota. They both scored. So the timing of it, I think, was brilliant from Arne Slot. And I have to give him some credit. Let's try do a lineup prediction.
Go ahead. I think
Keller in goal.
Yeah,
Keller. There's no question about that for me. Save Alisson for the weekend.
Bradley.
Connor Bradley. I would have Endo. I mean, Kwanzaa's there. He can play. There's an argument to say Virgil still plays because of it's Virgil.
Yeah, you can just play every game.
He can play every game.
Yeah.
But let's try and nail down our centre-backs. I will stick Virgil in, because I think whoever you play next to him still needs Virgil.
Virgil and Endo.
So you wouldn't play Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa's been good, yeah, but I like Endo in the centre-back role. He's very sensible. Everything he does is very regimented. He knows exactly where to be, exactly where to stand. Doesn't do too much. I like him. He's a great marshal in the back line. I like him.
Left back?
Tsimikas, yeah.
Midfield, I mean, if you're playing Endo at centre-back, that leaves a little space there. There's a shout to maybe play Morton
Yeah, I think, as I said last week, Morton plays like a grown man, mate. He is a capable footballer. I think it's a great advertisement for him when he plays in the Premier League for other teams to particularly come and pick him up. So yeah, I think start him and Maka. I would start Maka, mate.
You go with Maka, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
You need somebody. You need somebody that's going to keep the shop.
It's getting a bit hot, this heated Gila. I'll just turn it down a little piece. Trying to save the battery for tomorrow night in the Kop. So Elliot in midfield as well then?
Yeah, at the top.
So who's the three for you in midfield?
I'd do Maka,
Curtis Jones?
Yeah. I just think Morton should be getting playtime if we want to sell him. Right? If we want to let this player go, he's going to need to have some advertisement, right? And in the perfect opportunities in Champions League games where, yes, the weight on it is still there, but it's not that heavy. Right. If we lose, it's not the end of the world. We still have another chance to be able to win. So I'd like to see him start, but Curtis Jones needs a bit of a run of a game. So I'll say Maka, Curtis, Elliot. That's what I'll say.
Maka, Curtis, and Elliot. Let us know if you agree with that midfield. The three up top. Is there a shout? Who would you go with, Danz or Nunez for this?
Nunez. He deserves to have a start. He's just won us the game, mate. Get him on and keep that momentum going with him.
Jaden Danz on.
Yeah, at the end. But keep that. He's just found the goal. Keep that momentum with him. Let's keep him feeling good.
Chiesa?
Yeah.
Start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo needs a rest.
That.
Mo is.
Mo does need a rest, actually.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah. So I go Chiesa, Nunez.
I want to say Gakpo because he's been our best left winger. He has. But I feel like Diaz needs to run out on left wing. Yeah. He needs to get back to where he likes to play so he can feel comfortable again.
So you're going Diaz, Nunez, Chiesa.
Yeah.
I like that. And then off the bench, you know, if you need to, you could bring on Robbo, you could bring on Curtis Jones if he doesn't start, but you could bring on Gakpo, Danz. I think we're in a good position to win this game.
Yeah.
Even still with their, I mean, I've just seen they've got Nabil Bentaleb as well. Do you remember him from Tottenham as well? They've got a few bums in here that didn't really work out in the Premier League.
Remember, like the drop off now when we say we're playing a second team, it's not that much of a drop off. City have done this for years, mate. Every time they change a player, you think, oh, someone else is coming on like for like, and you've got 22 players and you've got two teams. Liverpool are almost becoming that team. We're not quite there, but we're nearly there.
Yeah, we've definitely got two teams, 100%. So as I said, you know, they're no mugs. They're third in Liga. They have got some good players that can do some damage, especially Jonathan David, who most Premier League clubs have been linked to for the last few years as well. But win this game with the right mentality. There's no room for drop-offs or complacency. Yes, we're top of the league in the Champions League, but you've got to go and still win these games. And then maybe the Eindhoven game is the game that you can start Jaden Danz, you can start Tyler Morton, and you can really rest and rotate for that. But I would like to see most of the superstars left out. I don't really want to see Mo Salah involved in this game.
I agree. Doesn't need to be.
I don't think Konate needs to be involved. Alisson doesn't need to be involved. Robbo doesn't need to be involved. Trent doesn't need to be involved. Soboslai probably doesn't need to be involved. Grav maybe doesn't even need to be involved in this. So let the superstars have a little break. I mean, they're all superstars, but you know what I mean, the big lads. And then you go into the game on Saturday full truly strength. Rested.
Yeah, full strength.
Yeah.
Go and batter them.
100%. Score prediction for this one?
I'll say 3-1 to Liverpool.
3-1. Yeah, I like that. I'll go 3-1 as well. Let us know what you think in the chat as we play against Lille. The first time we've actually played them, I believe, at Anfield. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't remember ever playing them. I remember playing Lyon. I remember they knocked us out of the Champions League once. I remember playing Marseille, PSG. But the last French team we had at Anfield was that PSG 3-2 game. Yeah, when Bobby did that in the last minute. So, yeah, listen, it's always a great occasion under the lights in the Champions League at Anfield. I'm really looking forward to the game tomorrow. And as I said, you get that momentum back. You try and win tomorrow night. You win against Ipswich, and then I think it's
Eindhoven after that.
I think it's Brentford away. No, Bournemouth away.
Is Eindhoven not in between?
Let's have a quick look.
29th.
So it's Lille, Ipswich, 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, Bournemouth, then PSV, and then Bournemouth away.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth are on fire. They've just smashed Newcastle 4-1 away. And then it's Tottenham, and then Plymouth, and then I think it's the Derby.
It is.
It's mad, right? The fixtures are coming up are crazy, bro.
This is why you need to rest the players in between. Like, I agree. When you're looking at these fixtures.
Good point.
And also we've got City away. We've got Arsenal at home, Chelsea away. Obviously the Derby, which is going to be the last Derby in Goodison. Like, these are going to be difficult.
But look, you play the 1st of Feb away at Bournemouth, the 6th of Feb, home to Tottenham, which we need to turn that game around. 3 days later, you're playing Plymouth. And then 3 days after that, you're playing Everton in the derby away.
Yeah.
At 7:30 at
Plymouth
night.
will be a chance to rest players. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
So listen, man, get that momentum. Let's hope that we can go into, obviously go into February unscathed, but then if you can go into March unscathed as well, you can start really believing then and start racking up the points and thinking, when are we going to do it? So apologies for the slight burp. So, Doyle, 3-1, 3-1.
Yeah.
We've done the teams. We want your score predictions. We want your lineup predictions now in the chat.
Yeah, need to get this
Big game.
Yeah, it's
Big
at Anfield
game.
as well.
Yeah.
We've got it. I'm always, when in these games, right, I don't mind sort of like, I don't want to lose and I don't want to draw, of course, you never want to do that. But at Anfield, you never want that to happen.
No.
It doesn't matter what the circumstances are.
Yeah.
Ever, you never want it. So let's
100%.
just use Anfield to get us across the line, get one of them teams in 15th and 18th position, lad, and rest for the PSV game. That's what we need.
100%.
That's what we
I
need.
want to see Dan's in that game. I want to see
PSV
Quanta. I
would be
want
boss.
to see Morton in that PSV game as well. So,
Elliot and that leading the way, that would be cool.
100%. Maybe even make him captain for the game.
That would be
Who
cool,
knows?
lad.
But right, get your lineup predictions in, get your score predictions in. If you are at the game tomorrow, come over and speak to us after. We'll be doing the fan cams as always. Still, the only Liverpool fan channel that is doing the fan cams outside Anfield. I don't think we'll ever change that because I think that's the raw emotion that everyone wants
the roots,
to see.
lad,
We
that's
can
the
all sit
roots.
in posh studios and have great graphics and dissect the game to the finest minute, but
That's the
for
roots
me,
of football, mate. That's
the
what it
fan
all
cams,
is.
man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
what it
fan
all
cams,
is.
and I love doing them as well
It's where
because
the channel started.
every single one is different.
Yeah.
You never get 2 fan cams the same, so
And it's raw.
it's raw, it's
real.
emotional, it's straight after the game. So if you are at the game, come and have a word. But until then, see you soon. Take care.